Bill O'Reilly is one of the world's top conservative commentators, famously runs a no-spin zone, and of course, he's also a best-selling author. This is his latest book. It's a must-read if you don't have it already. Confronting the President's No-Spin Assessments from Washington to Biden. It's out now. It takes a unique look at each U.S. president from, you got it, Washington to Joe Biden, who may be the lamest of all lame ducks. Pleased to welcome in now Bill O'Reilly right here with us. Holidays are coming up. We're going to sit across the table. Some people will have very different views. And, you know, I don't know what it's like in the Bill O'Reilly house or if you have liberals coming over or people of opposing views. What would be your advice as we sit around the holiday tables with now the future in Donald Trump's presidency and some people who are still pretty angry about that, Bill?
Well, I wouldn't talk politics at all. Why bother? You know, the purpose of the holidays, Christmas and Thanksgiving, is to get family and friends together to talk about your lives. You know, what have you been doing? What have you seen that's interesting lately? And if somebody wants to inject partisan politics, you know, to me, and this will come as no surprise to you, Bianca, I kind of set the agenda in my house.
I would get that.
I'm not a dictator, but I kind of, you know, set
You're
the
at the head of the table,
I like
Bill.
to keep it funny. I like to keep it, you know, light and lively. But heavy duty partisan politics, that's not happening in my house.
What are the safe topics then?
It's out of context.
It is. What are the safe topics then? Give us, if you can, give us maybe a couple.
It has to be. I try to get people to talk about their lives, to talk about what they have been doing. Did you go on an interesting vacation? All right. What are your I already know what their hobbies are, but how's this going or how's that going? And for the urchins, anybody under the age of 25, that's easy for me. So what do you like about the school? What is bad about the school? What's the most fun time you had? Is there anybody giving you a hard time? That kind of a thing. I'm like Don Corleone, okay? I'm sitting at the head of the table, and, you know, people are talking to me. But Don Corleone had lined, we're not going to talk about our extortion rackets at Thanksgiving. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to talk about your life and what you've been doing. And
all right, this is good.
I never had a problem with any holiday, and they all come here to my house on Long Island, and everybody seems to have a good time, and that's what it's all about. But if somebody is out of line, I will, I say, hey, let's go for a walk. And then me and the person will go for a walk, and we'll sort it out outside of the public domain.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. The O'Reilly family traditions there. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of good cheer at your house, Bill. Such a pleasure to have you. I love this new book. If people haven't got it, Confronting the President, No-Spin Assessments. Was this one of the most fun for you to write? You've written so many different books. What was it about this one?
And number one, I appreciate you reading it, Bianca. Many interviewers don't do that. We are the biggest selling nonfiction authors in the world. And that is stunning. When I was in grammar school, the nuns said, are you ever going to read a book, William, much less be the most successful nonfiction author in the world? So it's not fun writing books. I have to tell you, it's hard work. But when a book is done, then there's this tremendous sense of satisfaction. And when you open number one on the New York Times list, and you know the New York Times doesn't like you very much, and we've had 19 number one bestsellers on the New York Times list. And, you know, it's a very satisfying situation. So Confronting the Presidents, if you read it, you'll know more than 90% of your peers in the United States. And it's fun to read, too.
Yes.
It's not one of these laborious books.
Yes.
So I appreciate you mentioning it, and it's very nice to talk to you today, Bianca.
Yes, I just wrote my first book, so hopefully I have more to come too. And it's an amazing process when you put it out to market. Bill O'Reilly, folks, always watch him. No Spin Zone. You know where to find him. Great spending some time with you.